Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Community Reading Sunday by the Bibliophile family. Today we have Rumit ji discussing chapter 67, 66, 67, and 68 of the book Focus on What Matters by Darius Foley. So, over to you, Rumit.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible. And yeah. So today we are going to review the most important three chapters from this book. And these three chapters, if you, I don't know, means most of us will be knowing the things already. But sometimes it is required to, revise or rewire ourselves. So these three chapters are, going to be like transforming the life and very important lessons. All three chapters or three letters are power packed and amazing. So to be ready for that, those who can put on the camera can, and those who don't want, that's okay. So to be ready, just a little warm up is required on the weekend morning. So anyone means those who can put on the camera, we can do just little warm up, some and some jumping jacks, so that we are ready for this. So anyway, we will not waste much time on that. So the first letter, sorry, first letter is letter 66, and the title is On Becoming Unstoppable. So how to be unstoppable? Because many times we see celebrities, we see all the our known people from we inspire, so they are unstoppable. So here the author says in this letter, uh, various things are mentioned, then how you can be unstoppable. So first of all, it says that many times in our school time or college time or in our professional career, there is some task is given or project is given by forming the team, and it is always miss mostly, not always, maybe one of the member will you know uh, fail you or may not be up to the mark or something. So such situation will arise in life and challenges will come in your life, but how to cope up with those challenges and how to be unstoppable. So that's what the author is about to say, and many times it happens. So we'll just the author said I'm just covering the few important lines I found in the letters. We are not going to cover everything because only he has given some examples also uh, about the teamwork. So author also says the way you treat small problems become how you treat the big ones. So we hear, many times the stories, like during childhood or someone is doing some small mistakes or like, for example, stealing something and all. But then parents or teacher, they will correct there itself, because as per the author, if you ignore the small problems, tomorrow it will be a bigger problems. So it is better to address, and you should not say that, oh, this is a small thing, so just ignore it and let it go. So when you decide to do something, you have to believe it right, and then don't let others stops you. Sometimes, when you decide something, some resolution you decide, or then people will make laugh of you, or they may discourage you that you can't do this or this will not happen. So there you have to see. So first we will see the next slide. First link we'll see about the teamwork, why teamwork is important and how it matters.
This is what happens when Shakari Richards.
I hope you're able to see this.
Yeah.
Richardson teams up with Gabby Thomas to face Jamaica. And what happened in this race made history.
Let's go, the final of the women's 4x100 meter relay.
The USA can see Jamaica early in this race. The first two passes have been made. Jamaica and the US down the back stretch.
Look at Shelly Ann Fraser-Price go. But it's a good run from TT Terry.
She has held her own, but now the Jamaicans have taken the lead. It's up to Gabby Thomas to close the gap.
Gabby Thomas up against Shashalee Forbes. Thomas gets the lead, gives it to Sha'Carri Richardson. Here comes Sharika Jackson. It's Sha'Carri and Sharika. The USA in front. Nobody's catching Sha'Carri Richardson. It's good.
This is what happens when Sha'Carri Richardson teams up with Gabby Thomas.
So you have seen what happens in the teamwork. The Jamaican team was leading in the first two participants, and their efforts
Yeah.
were there. But the later part, you have seen how it changed, and it makes a lot of difference. So that's why in teamwork it is very important. Your teammates can either drag you behind or can take you forward. So this is very nice illustration given in that. And the next one we have, very important lesson from the Steve Jobs. We'll just see that.
What's the most important thing that you personally learned at Apple that you're doing it next?
Good question.
Steve took a 20-second silence on stage just to deliver the most valuable lesson in business.
I'm not sure I learned this when I was at Apple, but I learned it based on the data when I was at Apple. And that is, I now take a longer-term view on people. In other words, when I see something not being done right, my first reaction isn't to go fix it. It's to say, we're building a team here and we're going to do great stuff for the next decade, not just the next year. And so what do I need to do to help so that the person that's screwing up learns versus how do I fix the problem? A few more, yeah.
What's the most important thing that you personally learned at Apple that you're doing it next?
So here again, the important lesson is Steve Jobs said that in his teamwork, if anyone, screws up or, faults or makes mistake. So generally what we do as a leader, we try to fix that problem or, try to correct, but he says that that is wrong. We should make that member to do it so that next time that mistake is not repeated and he or she realize what mistake is done, or she, learns how to correct things and next time need not repeat the problem. So that is the right way to approach this, how to correct the weak member of the team and enhance their confidence so that overall the team performs. So now again, next we'll see the unstoppable journey. So I don't know how many of you have seen the movie Wonder Woman. So here the young protagonist of the movie is there. And anyone has seen the movie? Okay, so just let us have a look at the clip.
I'll smile, I know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down and all through the night time. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah. I put my armor on so you are how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. feeling sure is the only way to make friendships grow. But I'm too afraid now. Yeah. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Persia with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today.
So here was though the youngest one, she was doing very good. She was representing the blue flag. It was progressing very good. But even though she reached the final, she finished first, but she was taken away, moved away by the judge. So anyone can comment on this, what they observed and what is your interpretation?
Uh, I would like to share that the point where she was almost on the when she was leading, she looked back a lot of times, as in validating her journey that she is so ahead of everyone. So she was looking back a lot of times, which made her stumble upon that tree. So that made me realize that once we are ahead or once we are doing good, if we keep on comparing or looking at the other people that I'm far, so that means that I'm not working my thing here, which made me come till this point. I'm just comparing. And there's a quote that if you are swimming and if you are looking at the other one who's swimming, then you'll obviously slow down. You're not swimming then. So just focus on your path. And it's a very strong interpretation of why we do that. So yeah.
It is perfect, Aditi. So the title of the book is Focus. So here, even though she was leading, she lost the focus and, as you said, trying to look at. So one more interpretation is that she's looking back. So in your life, you should not look back at the past, or because sometimes the past can be deceiving or discouraging. So you always look at the positive, future and be optimistic. So that's why she fell down. And again, she was taken away by the judge, even though she finished first, because she deviated from the rules. The track she was supposed to complete by the horse riding, she fell down and she took the shortcut. So that much distance was without the horse riding. So she was disqualified. But this movie, if you find it is available on social media, you can see on the platform, and it is really very amazing, and you will have goosebumps. And whenever you feel low, or whenever you are disappointed, or you feel something, So that time, I always prefer to watch, movies which will motivate you, which will, enhance the mood, and again you are back to your vibes. So this, even though it was short clip, so here the various challenges were there, and whosoever completes used to be winner. So it was very amazing clip, I would say. And this song also itself is so much, famous. We see so many people have this background song. So it's very encouraging. And again, for this chapter, we'll see the last video. It is there. So this song has very powerful words. If you listen every word, and the interpretation is amazing. So just listen to the song.
There were nights I questioned everything. Who I was, who I was meant to be. The weight felt heavy, the silence louder than any voice. But somewhere beneath the doubt, there was a whisper, still breathing, still fighting, still me. I've walked through shadows I didn't understand, carried the weight no one else had planned. Every scar tried to write my name, but I refused to play that game. They said I'd break, said I'd fall, said I wasn't strong at all, but they don't hear what's deep inside. That fire I can't deny. Every step, every pain, every loss, every gain turned the doubt into flame. Now I rise, now I claim this unstoppable heart won't ever fall apart. I've been torn in the dark, but I've carried the spark. This unstoppable heart won't ever fall apart. I was built to endure, I was made to be more, because I am strong, because I believe I am blessed. I know I am. No more hiding behind the fear, no more drowning in voices I hear. I take back every breath I gave to the doubt that tried to make me cave. I've been low, I've been lost, paid the price, felt the cost, but every moment brought me here. Now I see it crystal clear. Through the fire, through the rain, through the pressure, through the pain, I became something they can't contain. Now I rise, say my name. This unstoppable heart won't ever fall apart. I've been torn in the dark, but I've carried the spark. This unstoppable heart.
Psychologists discovered that your brain is literally wired to seek out bad news.
I was built to endure, I was made to be more, because I believe I am strong, because I believe I am blessed. I know I am. Listen, you were never meant to break. Everything you went through, it was shaping you, not destroying you. Say it now, out loud. Because I believe, because I believe, because I believe, because I believe. Even when I couldn't see the way, I believe. Even when I almost lost my faith, something in me wouldn't fade. This unstoppable heart won't ever fall apart. Through the pain, through the scars, I've become who I am. This unstoppable heart No matter what tries to shake me, I remember who I am. Unstoppable.
So I found this song very powerful. Each and every word is worth it. And many times we don't believe ourselves, but God has given power to everyone, and you just need to believe it. If you don't believe, you will not be able to do anything. So from this chapter, from this letter, the author says that how to be unstoppable, and everyone can be unstoppable. You should do whatever you decide, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve. And I'll just read the last lines of the letter. So here the author says that he learned from his mom. She always said, "At home, be nice to everyone. Outside of the house, kick everyone's ass." So means not everyone's, means it is says that be good with the good people, and tit for tat. So then only you will be able to progress and be unstoppable in your whatever aim of life or whatever you want to achieve in life. So this finishes the letter one. Now we move to the next letter. That is again one more powerful lesson. It is letter 66. It's about personal power and ownership. So here again, if you remember during COVID times, we stopped watching news. We avoid, most of us avoid news. Most of the people, they were not watching news because it was spreading negativity, and we don't want to, get into the negativity. Already panic was there. So there are people who consume lot of news, and we see many people, early morning, they'll just open the newspaper. And I'm talking about the old times, about 20 years back and all. So it was a routine that everyone will be waiting for the newspaper to come, and then they will start reading it. But actually, it is harmful because the negatives are news are very harmful. So we'll see the last video of this chapter. Uh, so it is how you should get up.
Stop calling the wound your name. The moment you stop letting the past command your future. The moment you look at what tried to bury you and say, you do not own me anymore. And from there, you rise. Not by fleeing the battlefield, not by pretending the blood was never spilled. No! You rise by returning fully to the present, armored in clarity, unburdened by the past, undistracted by illusion, unmoved by fear, unchained from the ego's hunger for control. You stop living as the story, you begin living as the soul. You stop living as the wound, you begin standing as the witness. And then you realize the pain did not break you. It forged the blade. So get up. Get up.
So again, one more powerful message. So convert challenges into opportunity and convert the pain into power. So this will help you to become unstoppable and progress in your life. So some people don't agree with that and prefer to keep blaming others. Let them. What others do is none of our business. Let us commit making the best of any situation. Let us focus on things that are within our control, and let us make those things we control better. These are the last lines of the letter by the author. So one more amazing letter from this author. And now we'll proceed for the next letter. So Palakji, would you like to have selfie, or we can have at the end?
We can have at the end, I think. 10-15 more minutes.
Okay.
I hope everyone will be there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because all three letters are very, very powerful. And, when I saw that message, I was about to go to sleep. So generally, I sleep late, but I was feeling sleepy. But when I read those three letters, Nindi Uda Diya Pura. So now the next letter, 68, letter number 68. It is on being a friend to yourself. So we often see that, from our old times, and we hear, listening to our parents, grandparents, that, you have to be, humble and take care of your everyone around you and all. But it was never explained that you have to look at yourself also. So mostly, in airlines also, air hostess says that, before helping others to put on the mask, first put mask on yourself. Because if you are okay, then only you will be able to help yourself. So one more video I saw of Gauranga Das. So he is explaining, by illustrating the two cups, one cup having water filled with water, so other cups are empty. So he's pouring some partial water in all the cups, small, small, small. It is like, inspiring you, the people around you, or you're taking care of others. But at the end, the cup itself gets empty. So Swamiji says, ki, when you become empty, what you will be able to give to others? So you should have something. So you will give to others what you have. If you hate yourself, you criticize yourself, you will hate others, you will criticize yourself. So you will give what you have. You can't give what you don't have. So that is very simple, and it is nicely explained. So uh, in your 20, means in your routine in a whole day, you should spare some at least 5-10 minutes for yourself, where you think about yourself. Me time is must for everyone. So that will help you to, have your self motivation, think about yourself. What do you think? What you have done, something wrong, and how you should correct, and what went good, and you should celebrate each and every small moments, small happiness and all. So that will, keep your vibes always on, and that is very helpful. So that's why the author says that don't be too hard on yourself. And you, the important line here, the author has again said, the way we treat others means you should treat yourself also. So next slide, we'll just see some relevant.
Shall I start the video?
Yeah, yeah, the first one. So as I always say, Bhagavad Gita is a master book, and it has every solution to every challenge or every problem. So very nicely illustrated in there. So that's why it is very important to understand. We'll just see the next video.
love yourself, you learn to forgive other people automatically. You don't carry their baggage also.
Yeah.
And it's a fabulously comfortable place to be because you learn to be accepting on so many levels as a woman, especially because your life from birth is decided and defined as sabke liye jeena hai. It's as if this one, sorry, but I don't agree with that. अगर खुद के लिए नहीं जी सके तो किसी के लिए नहीं जी पाओगे कितनी भी कोशिश करोगे करते हैं बहुत लोग करते हैं but they're never happy with it because it's a thankless job. So thank yourself enough. If you love yourself,
One more message from the celebrity, Sushmita Sen, and whatever I think everyone agrees what she says. And we'll see the last one.
For so long, you've been your own worst critic, constantly finding fault in yourself. But has it really helped? Maybe it's time to try something different. What if instead of tearing yourself down, you start lifting yourself up? Approve of who you are, celebrate your progress, and see what changes. Imagine how much your life could transform when you start seeing yourself in a positive light. Remember, self-love isn't selfish. It's the foundation for growth. Give yourself the approval you've always deserved and watch what happens. For so long, you've been your own worst critic.
So one more important message we see, and here again, in this letter, the author says that we have to, and self-love is not selfish. That is what the author also says, and we hear from the many people. So I'll just read the last lines of the letter. We all can use some more patience with ourselves and other. Next time you are being critical of yourself, remind yourself to be a friend to yourself. So with this, we complete the third letter also. So I find all these three letters very, very important. And of course, we know all these things, but many times we forget. So it was good to have a revision of this and remind for this. So that's all from my side now. Over to Palak.
Thank you so much, sir. You have a wonderful way of explaining things, and it's so the content was so amazing. I'll watch the movie and the Sia video again. It's wonderful. And so yes, sir, we can take a selfie. I would request Shiv sir to take a selfie for all of us. And I would request everyone to turn on their cameras. Good morning, everyone.
Yes.
Good morning, we'll find you. Good morning.
Morning, Sanjay sir. Ready, everyone? Shweta ji, Rupa ji. Yes. Ready, everyone? Smile. Thank you. Over to Palak ji.
Thank you so much, yes, sir. Thank you so much, everyone. Uh, I would request anyone to share if you would like to. Beautiful chapters, beautiful lessons, and very, very crisp explanation and very relatable. Sometimes we forget how these lessons, and thank you for the reminder. Yes, Samantha, would you
Yeah,
like to share? Yes.
I would like to go first. So
Yes.
okay.
I would really save this recording as a reminder to whenever you're feeling low, just watch this and get charged. It was a full power packed session, starting with how to be unstoppable. That made me really made me forget a lot of my fears that I was having right now. So it was like, oh, it's nothing. Just focus on what matters. Then uh, I was really amazed by the concept of owning that the ownership that you talked about. It was very good, like to own our life and to not get owned by the problems. So we have to um, separate both of them and lead a very strong narrative on every problem that we face. And the last one, the last letter, became my favorite. Uh, how to see ourselves as a friend, not as a foe. So thank you so much. It was really an important session to get us energized and strengthen our insight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aditi. Yes, Kamal sir, would you like to share?
Hello, namaste everyone. Good morning. As usual, Rumit sir ka style सबसे different and nothing much to say. Actually, the video he had shared. Akash ji, can you please mute? Thank you. So when Rumit sir was saying through these videos, it was quite relatable, many of us. Because हमारी लाइफ में बहुत बार ऐसा टाइम आता है when we feel low, when there is no motivation and we need to uplift ourselves up. है ना, हमें खुद का स्विच बनना पड़ता है. तो आई रिमेम्बर वन ऑफ द पोएम आई रोट, इफ यू रिमेम्बर पलक, एक वो दिया था आपने, एक टास्क दिया था वेयर एक वो शीप वो कुछ स्वेटर बुन रही थी. तो आई कुड रिलेट दैट पोएम विद ऑल दीज 3 चैप्टर्स एंड आई वुड रिपीट दैट पोएम कि खुद से ही खुद को मैं बुनता हूँ, खुद अपनी ही राहें चुनता हूँ, मेरा खुद का भी एक किस्सा है जो मेरी जिंदगी का ही एक हिस्सा है, खुद को खुद ही ऊपर उठाना पड़ता है, अक्सर खुद को अपना प्यार जताना पड़ता है, जब खुद को खुद से जोड़ोगे तो फिर खुद से कभी ना मुंह मोड़ोगे. सो आई थिंक वो मैं तीनों चैप्टर से रिलेट कर पाया. वी नीड टू बिलीव इन आवरसेल्फ डेफिनेटली एंड वी नीड टू लव आवरसेल्फ. वी नीड टू बी फ्रेंड with ourselves and be honest with yourself, because many times we show the world what we मतलब what we want to show actually, but in reality कई बार चीजें अलग होती हैं. तो I feel कि when you work on yourself, especially on those days when there is no motivation, that actually shape you. एंड लाइक रोहित सर ने पहले बोला कि वी शुड नॉट लुक पास्ट, बट आई फील कि एक बार पीछे मुड़ के देखना चाहिए वट एवर द मिस्टेक्स वी हैव डन, सो दैट विल गेट सम लेसन एंड विल नॉट बी एबल टू रिपीट दोज थिंग्स, ताकि आगे हम बेटर ही बनते जाएं. सो यस, लव योर सेल्फ एंड थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगेन फॉर द वंडरफुल सेशन रोमित सर. बहुत बढ़िया था. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you so much, Kamal sir. Shay sir, would you like to share?
Yes, first of all, thank you very much. Rumit sir ने बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से, because there is a style of him. So for me, the great lesson I took from this today's session is that become friend of yourself. Or news, so I would say that news is the biggest destruction of our own. Whenever we see the news, तो हम लोग अपने आप से दूर चले जाते हैं. We हमारे आप अपने आप से फोकस हट जाता है. So I read the book Being Love 5 years back. From that book, the book says that we should not watch the news, because earlier I used to watch news first in the morning and read the newspaper, because बचपन से टीचर बोलते हैं कि बोला करंट अफेयर्स के लिए आपको न्यूज़ पढ़ना बहुत ज़रूरी है, न्यूज़ पढ़ना बहुत ज़रूरी है, टीचर्स ने भी सिखाते हैं. तो बट आफ्टर रीडिंग दैट बुक आई स्टॉप्ड रीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर्स एंड वाचिंग द न्यूज़. तो उसका फ़ायदा ये हुआ कि आई स्टार्ट रीडिंग बुक्स एंड आई जॉइन द टीवीएफ. तो रीडिंग, अगर हम न्यूज़ देखना और पढ़ना छोड़ देते हैं तो काफ़ी हद तक हम अपनी लाइफ में पॉजिटिविटी खुद ही क्रिएट कर लेते हैं और अपना फ्रेंड अपने आप बन जाते हैं. So beautiful chapters and so beautifully explained. Thank you, Mr. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shay sir. Good morning, Sanjay ji. Thank you for hosting yesterday. Would you like to share?
Ramesh sir, thank you so much for this session. I think हम फोकस ऑन व्हाट मैटर्स का इतने टाइम से कम्युनिटी रीडिंग कर रहे हैं. दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट पावरफुल कम्युनिटी रीडिंग सेशंस आई फाउंड इट. मतलब काफी अच्छे अच्छे सेशंस हुए हैं, बट जो याद रह जाएगा, क्योंकि हम डिस्कस करते हैं भूल जाते हैं, बट ये शायद मुझे याद इसलिए रहेगा क्योंकि इसमें एक तो जो आपका स्टाइल है वीडियो बताने का या जो भी रिलेटेड जो भी स्टोरीज हैं, लिरिक्स जो थे इसमें, सो दैट इट वाज सो पावरफुल, ईच स्टोरी इज सो पावरफुल। जब हम मतलब स्टार्टिंग में स्टीव जॉब का आपने बताया, बाद में जो वंडर वुमन का बताया, फिर जो लिरिक्स जो थे उसमें गेट और अप के बीच में जो साइलेंस है, गेट अप, मतलब उसमें इट वाज सो पावरफुल। एंड स्टोरीज ऑफ जामवंत वाली स्टोरी बाद में, इट इज सो पुट मास्क टू योर सेल्फ, मतलब आप इतना ट्रेवल करते हैं, आप हम सब लोग जो हैं उसमें एयरलाइंस में जाते हैं, वो बोलते हैं बट उसको रिलेट करना ये इट्स नॉट इजी। वे आप पहले मास्क खुद पे लगाओ, उसके बाद में दूसरों की हेल्प करो। इट्स सो पावरफुल लेसन। कमल सर ने जो बोला कि खुद खुद को पहले बुनना है, खुद से जब जुड़ पाएंगे तभी हम मतलब जो आगे बढ़ पाएंगे। सो दिस इज अमेजिंग सेशन, आई नोटेड, आई फाउंड इट। थैंक यू सो मच। हमने बहुत अच्छे से सेशंस किए, बट आई थिंक दिस इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट on this focus on what matters. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Agreed. This is actually one of the best sessions, and the way sir explained it to us through videos and short videos, that was very powerful. वो दिमाग में चला गया अंदर. And maybe we all needed a gentle reminder that yes, we need to get up and we have to love ourselves. So thank you so much, sir. And yes, this is the second last session of Focus on What Matters. Only one session is left now, chapter 69 and 70. And then we will be winding up this book after, I think, 35 weeks, more than 35 weeks. So it took us a long time, and I'm glad that we took our sweet time to discuss this because the book is actually very amazing and detailed. उसको उतना डिस्कस करना ज़रूरी था. And next we'll be starting Art of Habits by Gauranga Das ji. A lot of us have read that book, so I think it would be more easy and relatable for us to discuss the book together. And we might be completing all the three books: Art of Habit, Art of Focus, and Art of Resilience. So all the three books we might continue. So from next to next week, we'll start discussing that. And tonight, I'll check with Anilji whether we have the Gita session or not, and then let you all know in the community and the group. And with that, I would like to thank Ramit sir with all my heart on behalf of all the group members.
Yeah, I would just like to add that whenever Sher Singh ji, shows that book, na, Sitting Kills, so immediately I get up whenever I see the title. So just to remind that we should not sit for longer time, maybe, but not applicable in, some meetings or temples where you are sitting and you can't get up. But wherever possible, you should get up frequently. And this unstoppable chapter I found very, very useful. And the recent example I just like to quote. I had been to Bhubaneswar, and last time I missed because of leg injury, couldn't go to the temple. But I said this time I'll definitely go. So the VIP visit was arranged by CI officials. So there was some miscommunication. They told me ki you have to reach the meeting point by 5:30. From there, the that bus tempo will proceed to the temple and all. So I thought it is 5:30, so I was excited. So I reached there by 5:10, but nobody was there. So I checked with security. He said, "अरे वो तो 5 मिनट पहले ही निकल गए." So I was shocked that how come, and it is about 70 kilometers. It takes 1.5 hours from Bhubaneswar. So, but then I said I'll not give up. I have to be because last time I missed. This time I can't afford to miss it. So I immediately, I left the taxi also. If I don't known, I would have retained that taxi. And that resort is on the some outskirt type area where you will not find the vehicles easily. But fortunately, I again booked the vehicle and it came. And then, as usual, that taxi fellow took to the petrol pump. So CNG gas filling and all. I said, "Oh, we are getting late and you are." He said, "नहीं ये तो करना पड़ेगा नहीं तो चलेगा कैसे गाड़ी?" So I was just praying and I requested that fellow. We just jumped the queue, requested 2 3 people are हमको जल्दी and all. Then we refilled that, and then I told him that this guy was driving and people like Palak and we always love to drive at 120 or above speed. So it was very disappointing to see that guy driving at 60, 50 or saying, I think I तो कैसे पहुंचेंगे? And that admin guy said that you are late by 20 minutes, but that protocol is there because some government official police को कुछ बोला हुआ था. तो that time only you can enter. Once they enter, then आप बाद में आओगे तो it will be difficult. So then again the standard queue will take 4 to 5 hours, and on weekend it takes 10 hours. And we don't have that much time because we had meeting by 11. The minister was coming, and that was also very important. So if I miss this, I'll miss everything. So I told driver, "क्या रे मुझे दे दो." So he said, "नहीं नहीं अरे हम हमारा vehicle का क्या होगा? हम आपको नहीं दे सकते." So then I said, "At least drive faster. I will give you reward. हम आपको दे देंगे 500,000 rupees. I'll give you extra more, but drive faster." So then he showed me, अरे देखो वो ऊपर कैमरा लगे हुए हैं, every 4 kilometer speed monitor है. तो कैसे करेंगे? तो then I gave him solution. एक काम करो, ऐसे मैं आपको पहले ही बता दूंगा, कैमरा दूर से दिखेगा. You have to slow down, and then as soon as you cross the camera, तुमको speed full बढ़ा देना है. So you have to drive full speed. So like that, we could make up with his old vehicle. We covered that 20 minutes, and we reached at the same time when that bus reached. Even though that bus was new, brand new, and this was already very old car, but there was no option. So we had to manage. So with the grace of God, and you can be unstoppable if you decide and you have a determination to do anything. So that is how I could manage, and this can be with anyone. So thank you for listening, and thank you very much. Wish you a very happy weekend. Thank you.
Wow, sir, wonderful. Yes, Jagannath ji ka बुलावा था, and we were also very excited when you told that you are visiting. हम सबको बहुत अच्छा लगा and loved the picture as well. And yes, we all members are so proud of you. You met the Honorable Chief Minister as well, and working with the OGs of the country. You are yourself an OG, so yes, it's good to see you like this. All right, and this is a very very nice news and very happy news. And I think अभी रथ यात्रा निकलने वाली है, right? Next month.
Yeah, already the
16th July.
हाँ, that preparation was going on. Amazing वो painting हो रहा है, बड़े बड़े रथ है. Unfortunately, mobile they take away, so otherwise I would have captured everything.
Wow. So I think once in a lifetime experience, and we might visit. Yes.
Yeah, and the vibes are amazing because when you see the vigra or the idol, the मूर्ति आप देखते हैं ना, तो मथुरा वगैरह काफी अट्रैक्टिव. मथुरा में तो वो पर्दा रख देते हैं ना, बिकॉज दे से कि वो यू गेट कैरिड अवे या फिर वो आपके साथ में चले जाते हैं. सो बिकॉज इट इज वेरी mesmerizing, बट जस्ट सॉरी ऑन माय पार्ट, बट आई वाज थिंकिंग कि यहाँ पे तो कुछ थोड़ा अलग है. मीन्स यू डोंट फील लाइक दैट काइंड ऑफ स्टैचू जहाँ काफी अट्रैक्टिव होते हैं कृष्ण भगवान के, विष्णु भगवान के, बट यहाँ पे थोड़ा इट इज लाइक सम ड्राइंग टाइप जो बनाते हैं बच्चे उस टाइप का. बट यू कैन रियली फील बिकॉज इट इज सेड दैट कि जो कृष्ण भगवान द्वारका में समुद्र में गए थे, आफ्टर दैट वो होने के बाद जो उनको बाण लग गया था, और ये तो देयर हार्ट उनका जो था वो through the sea it went to from Dwarka to Puri. And then वहाँ पर के राजा को भी सपना आया था, किंग हैड ड्रीम, एंड देन उन्होंने वो जो उसमें हार्ट में जान डाल के ये बनाया था. सो when you see personally ना, you will feel that vibes, and काफी मतलब उसका इफेक्ट आपको वहीं जाके मिलेगा. and amazing. It is really, really amazing. It is like even though जो बना है उसमें मतलब legs नहीं है, if you see that, but the two hands are आपको बुला रहे हैं, मतलब जैसे आपको इनवाइट कर रहे हैं कि कम एंड हग मी, आप मुझे मिलिए. दैट इज रियली मीन्स कांट डिस्क्राइब दैट, वी कैन ओनली एक्सपीरियंस व्हेन यू सी देयर. So thank you very much.
Yes, wonderful sharing. I would like to share something if time permits. Yeah. Thank you, Rumit sir, for the wonderful session. Uh, a lot of reminders and the self-love was amazing. Self-love chapter was amazing. And regarding Jagannath Puri visit, yes, as you said, it is like truly once in a lifetime experience. Though I am blessed that I visited Puri many times. एंड जो आप बता रहे हैं कि उनका हार्ट जो है दैट इज़ रियल। कुछ साल बाद जो है वो जो वुडन आइडल होते हैं वो चेंज होते हैं। वो और फिर वो बोलते हैं वो उनका हार्ट जो है वो मतलब दे ट्रांसफर इन दैट न्यू आइडल। एंड उसमें भी जो पंडित जी या जो लोग करते हैं वो ट्रांसफर, वो अपनी आंखें बंद करके लाइक दे आर ब्लाइंड फोल्डेड एंड देन दे डू दैट। एंड दैट इज सो मतलब उसमें इतनी एनर्जी होती है। यस पलक, तो उसमें इतनी एनर्जी होती है, they do it very carefully, otherwise it could destroy something like ऐसा। तो बहुत सारे ऐसे जगन्नाथ जी के बारे में जो हम सुनते आए हैं, दैट इज़ ट्रूली मेस्मराइजिंग और ट्रूली अमेजिंग थिंग्स। दे आर नॉट स्टोरीज, मतलब वो एक्चुअली फैक्ट्स हैं जो हम सुनते आए हैं, और उनके बारे में जितना भी जाने वो कम है। एंड थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Shweta ma'am, for sharing these insights. Yes, after Rumit sir, like एक ऐसा we are excited now and एक motivation है कि we'll visit Puri soon, and वो bucket list में है, but वो जब बुलाएंगे तभी हम जा पाएंगे. So
बिल्कुल।
wonderful. So thank you so much, Shweta ma'am, and yes, thank you so much, Rumit sir. And on that happy and positive note, we will wind up the session. Thank you so much, Rumit sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Have a happy Sunday. Bye bye.